Well, what's up, family? It's your boy Jaheim President with Legacy Builders Podcast. We are back for another episode where we're creating a lasting impact. And if you haven't listened to any of our episodes in the past 3 or 4 weeks, I dare you to go listen to. I encourage you to go listen to Rest and Recovery, Dealing with Trauma Part 2, Managing Your Relationships. And this week's conversation is going to be even better. And you can find us at Jaheim President TV on YouTube, Jaheim President. You can find us at Legacy Builders Podcast on Apple Music, on Spotify, and on Amazon Music. And as well, you can follow me on Instagram at Call Me Prez, CALLMEPRES, and on TikTok, JAHEIM PRESIDENT. We're there. We have our podcast, Legacy Builders Podcast, comes out 6:00 every Sunday. But there's also things throughout the week where I encourage people, where I have different conversations as well as that. So just be on the lookout for that. Also be on the lookout for just everything that's coming our way, or everything that's coming your way by Legacy Builders and Impact Central and all this stuff. So today, let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking, and we've been on this vein and same vein. And today I want to talk about how, and I want to ask you this question: how bad do you want it? Come on, let me ask you this question. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, you're listening into me. I want to ask you this question: how bad do you want it? Because some of us want it real bad. We want the relationship real bad. We want the money real bad. We want the success in life real bad. And some of us, we can't figure out if us wanting it so bad that it's going to happen, but what steps do we need to put in place for it to actually do happen in our lives? And first thing I want to really break down and talk about is it's okay to desire something, but it's kind of not okay to lust after something. Okay, I desire to be, or I would like, or one day I would like to be in a relationship, but the danger of it, or the danger it can become if I lust after the person. I want this podcast to be the best, and I want it to be where it can become, but there's a danger when lusting after success. I want the money, I want the house, I want this, but there's a danger that comes with lusting after success and lusting after those things, and not developing the right systems, and not developing the right connections, and not developing the right mindset in order to get it. Because the danger with desire and sometimes lust is lust will have you making bad decisions that will lead to bad outcomes. But desire will have you leading, and desire can have you leading and making good decisions to have good outcome. Because the danger of us, the really dangerous of lust is lust will make you seem desperate, but desire will make you seem goal oriented. Because how many of us have a desire? I've never met somebody who doesn't have a desire to win. You know, I'm a former football player, and there is a desire to win, but there is a process to win. Come on, say it again. There is a desire to win, but there's also a process to win. Can I tell you this? There is a process to win, but are you willing to put in that process in that time? See, I'm a football player, ex-football player, and my coach, shout out Coach Bellish, he would always say the little things would take care of the big things. And me being 19, well, not 19, me being 17, 16, I was like, what? I'm like, the little things that no. I was expecting if we show up, we're supposed to win. And he would tell us the little things like running on and off the field. He would tell us the little things like showing to work up workouts on time, the little things like showing to meetings on time, dressing the part, being the part, having the right attitude would eventually lead us to the desires that we want. But some of us were lusting after success, and we thought that we could skip the process, and we thought that we could skip the thing, and we never got the outcomes that we wanted. And many of us today who are listening to me, who are watching me, we're trying to skip that middle part and get to destiny and to purpose. Yeah, I know many of us are trying to skip that middle part, and that middle part is called work. That middle part is called discipline. That middle part is called majoring sometimes in those little steps, that seem so minute, those little steps that maybe you don't get the applause, and those little steps that maybe nobody calls your name, the little steps that maybe nobody recognize you, but in the end people will know who you are because you master those little steps, and you left the desire to win, and now you put it into application to win. Because some of us, that's what it is. We don't want to put in application. We just want to put in, we already there. Because many of us, nobody just arrives to destiny. Nobody just arrives to purpose. Nobody arrives to their dreams, but they mastered that middle part. They mastered that middle part of winning. Michael Jordan, he mastered the winning part of practice. He mastered the winning part of, I got to be the best in the court. And the only way to be the best on the court is I had to develop a system, and I had to develop me. Kobe, any athlete, any successful person, Bill Gates, they mastered that part where I have to be okay with being small now because I know eventually I'll be big. And here it is. There are different problems that happens when you're big than when you're small. Because when you're big, all eyes are on you. All eyes are on you. But when you're small, your mess ups are not as major as if you're big. Your mess up is not as major as you're big, and that's what it is. Some of us want to be so big, some of us want to be so successful, I'm here for it. That's what the Legacy Builders podcast is about. Some of us want to win now. Some of us want to win now, but what if you can't handle winning now? What if you have to be disciplined in some of your losses? God, that's good. What if you have to be disciplined in some of your in up relationships? What if you have to be disciplined in dealing with those environments that are triggering? What if you have to be disciplined enough to lose in order to win? And so what it is we're in this society of instant gratification, because everybody wants to be satisfied now. Everybody wants to do this now. Everybody wants to win now. We're living in an age where we have technology, we have this and that at our disposal. And so this has fooled us into thinking that since we have such access to information now, we have fooled ourselves to thinking that that's how life goes too. Some of us think that since we said that we want to do it, or since we are capable of doing it, that it has to succeed the first go around. And that's why people don't win as much, is because the first sign of trouble, the first sign of failure, that's when people start to hide. And because they say, whoa, 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 whoa. And the reason why they quit and give up is because they skipped that middle phase. And now that the trouble they would have encountered in the middle phase, in the discipline, in the consistency, they now have to figure out how to do it when they got their end goal. And many of us, how many of us are there? Because look, in this podcast, I thought that I was just supposed to show up. I thought that I was just supposed to get my phone, that I was supposed to buy a podcast mic, and y'all were going to listen because I was Jaheim President. And for the first part of this podcast journey, that's what I did. I was like, whoa, And I got discouraged because nobody listened. Well, it was like, okay, Jaheim, well, how are you promoting it? Well, I wasn't promoting it. How are you? Why is your quality not the best? I was like, well, I mean, da da da. And so I had to invest and take some financial losses. So this ain't, this ain't cheap. But I know I see the vision. I see where it's going to lead. So I can take the losses now because I know I'm going to win big. And can I ask you this question? Going back to how bad do you want it? Are you willing to lose now? To take some losses now in order to win big? Are you? Because you're capable, yes. But are you capable to weather the storm? Are you capable of leaving some relationship? Are you capable of leaving some environments? Are you capable of staying in some environments and not leaving too quick? Because there is a danger. Some of us leave too quick, and when we leave too quick, we are not equipped to handle the next part because we didn't learn the lessons of the last part. See, if Michael Jordan didn't get cut, he wouldn't have known how it felt not to play basketball with his team. So now he came back the next year knowing that he wouldn't get cut because he endured the embarrassment. He endured the season where he wasn't doing what he loved. So now he had to learn. I don't want to feel like that again. I don't want to feel that way anymore. So now I have to change. Now I have to develop systems. I have to develop mindset. Oh my God, you don't know how powerful your mind is. You don't know how powerful your mind can help you and aid you, but also hurt you, because many of us, here it is, with this instant gratification, many of us don't want to have to suffer sometimes. Many of us don't want to have to go back to the drawing board, because when we thought about it the first time, it was supposed to happen. When we thought about it the first time, it was supposed to win. We were supposed, but no. That's not how life works. That's not how life works. And sometimes you have, maybe the reason is you're too busy conforming to the culture instead of being a culture and a trend setter. Can I say this again? You too busy. Some of us are too busy. We were sent to the job. We were sent to the relationship. We were sent to this place. We were sent to that city to be a culture shifter, but then we became a culture conformer. And the dangerous thing about conforming is when you conform, sometimes you lose the mission and you lose the purpose in your life. And then you start to lose the desire to become something and to become somebody. It was because you have conformed to the negative talk. You have conformed to the customs. You have conformed to this and that. And so you end up losing yourself and losing the purpose because you wasn't strong enough, and you didn't have the tenacity to weather the storm and know I'm here for a reason. I may have to shift some things, but I'm here for a reason. Because here it is. Shifting and conforming are two different things. Shifting means I have to develop systems, I have to do them, I have to do this, I have to do that. Conforming means I'm gonna give up. Maybe they were right. And I've come to talk to people who've had that conversation with you. No, they're not right. No. There's something still inside of you. There's some light still inside of you that needs to come out. There's some purpose that needs to come out. And maybe this is your call. Maybe this is your wake up alarm to say, get up and go. Because this is still goal season. This is still the season of goal. The dreams you set out for in 2024, it can still be attainable. You may have to adjust. You may have to shift something. You may have to prioritize some things, but it still can come to pass because it's still in you. And that is what legacy is all about. When you build a legacy, it is supposed to live beyond you. And so what it starts with a spark. And here it is. How bad do you want it? It starts with a desire. How bad do you want it? It starts with a goal. How bad do you want it? But when the desire and the goal goes, now it starts to get up. Now it's time to get up and go. Because that is the question. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want your dreams? Are you willing to be small a little while? Are you willing to suffer just for a little while? Are you willing to adjust your goals and your dream? Are you willing to do this and to do that? Are you willing to live in the hard season so that you could reign in a better season? Because can we stop this? Ease is never the goal. I don't want everything to be easy. I just want to get better in everything that I do. Come on. Let me say it again. I don't want everything to be easy. No, 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 no. Because here it is. Here it is. I've been going to the gym, and what's really been clicking, my friends for a while, they were like, Jaheim, I lift weights. And I used to laugh off them. I was like, man, I lift no weights. I used to lift weights in high school. But then when I started to put pressure on my body, when I started to put some resistance on my body wigged up again and said, okay, it's time to grow. It's time to do this. It's time to do that. And I would never be able to get the gains and the this and the that I'm getting if I didn't realize that I have to put my body under some weight again. And maybe you may have to put yourself under some pressure again because you got too comfortable with being comfortable. Now I ain't saying I want to struggle. Here it is, because I hear you saying it, Jaheim. No, that's that struggle mentality. I want to struggle, but I just don't want to be never satisfied. Because if I'm never satisfied, that hunger in me is always there to better myself and to better things and people and places that are around me. Because there it is. When you get satisfied and when you settle, that's when you're telling yourself, oh, I'm good with this. Oh, I'm good with that. Oh, no, no, no. No, I ain't about all that. No, 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 no. I ain't about all that. I want to win. And I'm willing to put the proper steps to win. I really am. I really am. And you are too, but it's going to take some time. Because Rome, and I'm a history teacher, Rome wasn't built in a day, but Rome is one of the most cities, people go to Rome every year to see the wonders of Rome. And I'm glad it wasn't built I'm glad the Colosseum wasn't built in a day because it has literally weathered the test of time. And that's what I want your testimony to be. I want you to be able to say, I weathered the test of time. I weathered the storm. I weathered this. I weathered that. And now I'm able to still be a world wonder. I'm still able to be this. I'm still able to be that because I have weathered the storm. I have weathered this season. And it made me better. Can I tell you this? What you're going through is going to make you better. The lack of this is going to make you better. The lack of that is going to make you better because it's also making you stronger. It's showing you that resistance that is inside of you. It's showing you this. It's making you better. But then you have to ask yourself every day, when I wake up at 4:00 in the morning, every day to go to the gym and I be tired, I tell myself every day, how bad do you want it? Because ease and comfortability will say, well, just go, don't skip this day. But the reality is saying, no, 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 get your behind in that gym because you have goals and you have to weather this storm. You have to weather this consistency. You have to weather this and that in order to get your goals. Because on the other side of this goal is how you want to look. But if you stay in this bed, if you stay with ease, if you go eat whatever you want to, if you go drink whatever you want to, if you go do whatever you want to do, you're going to be still stuck and you're going to be comfortable. And then you're going to start conforming. And I'm tired of being around people. That's why I'm prioritizing my friends. I'm prioritizing people that I let in my life. I'm prioritizing this and that environments that I'm in because I don't want to be comfortable. I don't want to be conformers. So if I barely talk to you now, I I love you. I really do, but I just can't conform because I know where I'm supposed to be in life. I know where God is taking me. I know where destiny and purpose are taking me. And so I can't conform. That don't mean I don't love you. Back to what last week, managing a relationship. That don't mean I don't love you. I love you. I really do. But I just can't let you in my spirit. I can't let that negative talk, that talk I'm not changing, I'm not doing that. I can't let that in my spirit because I know where I want to be. And so maybe you need to tell yourself, tell your friends, tell your family, tell whatever that is trying to make you conform, I want it bad. And I'm gonna get it. Listen, even if you laughing at me right now, I'm gonna get it. God, even if you talking about me, I'm gonna get it. Even if I gotta grind by myself, go ahead and tell them that I'm gonna get it. And then I'm not going to treat you any different when I get it. I'm just going to thank you because you didn't believe in me, and that pushed me even harder. Oh my God, can I say that again? No. Ain't no time to dish your haters. Ain't no time to dish your doubters. Ain't time for none of that. Just ask yourself how bad you want it, and then remember when they laughed at you. Remember when they talked about you, and thank them because that was the push that you needed to continue to go for your goals. Yes, it was. I thank all my haters. I think all my doubters that talk about Legacy Builders podcast. I think all my haters that talk about anything that I am doing. Because I don't revel in my haters. I don't revel in that haters talk. I don't, hey, you hate me, you dislike me, talk about me. Good. Thank you. Because you're giving me an audience. Your doubters give you an audience to succeed. It ensures that somebody's going to be watching you when you win because they're going to have to figure out, they're always going to have to figure out ways of how to discredit you. When you know, when your inner man or inner woman knows what you're destined to do, you won't let nothing, and I do mean nothing, stop you. Nope. Nope, you won't let nothing stop you. No person, no place, nothing stop you. No, you won't. No, you won't. So, I just want to ask you that question: how bad do you want it, and what are you willing to do to get it? Let me say it again: how bad do you want it, and what are you willing to do to get it? If you say you're going to be an athlete, a college athlete, what training are you doing? If you say you're going to own your business, how are you promoting your business and how are you doing this? See, I get on my friends all the time, my close friends, my personal prophet. I always get on. I always talk. I always say, "Hey, what we doing?" She gives me ideas. I give her ideas. Hey, how we doing it? Because I want it bad, bad. I want to succeed bad, bad. But I'm not going to skip the steps. I ain't going to skip the necessary. I ain't going to skip that middle part. No, no. I did it before, and it got me nowhere. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I did it before. I ain't gonna fake the fun. Yeah, I skipped the middle step before, and I came crashing back down to the beginning. And it told me that I'll never do that again. So yeah, laugh about me. Yeah, laugh, talk about me, whatever. But I'm still gonna succeed. Go ahead, come you say that. Say that with me. Tell the people. Send it to your enemies. Laugh at me. Talk about me. Do this. Do that. Even tell your inner self, yeah, inner self, inner me. I'm gonna win. We gonna win. Even if we have to do it sometimes with broken pieces. Even if we have to do it sometimes with tears in our eyes, with questions in our heads. Even if we have to do it, we still gonna win. Yeah. You're still gonna win. Yeah, because discipline is going to make you discipline is going to make you feed into the positive, into the grind. It all begins with a mindset. And it all begins with a question that you have to ask yourself: how bad do you want it? God, I love you. Well, family, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Also, my personal profit. Also, let me start with this. Be encouraged. My cousin Marvis President has this brand, Be Encouraged, and I'm trying to get him to launch it again and exclusively sell it on Legacy Builders Podcast and on anything that is connected to me. So we can make this money on. And also just to be encouraged. Encouraging you to be encouraged. Also, my personal prophet, Michaela Wilson, she has this great business. And any of you have any business, any things that you want to promote on Legacy Builders Podcast, right now we're doing it for the free, just to promote each other. But eventually there'll be a little small fee. But right now we're doing it for the free, and we're going to do it. So Michaela has this great business called Creativity by Kayla, and she does everything now to obituaries, buttons, shirts. If you think about it, she can do it. Banners. She just did her family reunion shirts and all their creative design. So if you got a family reunion, choir shirts, if you need this and need that, if you need this and that, contact her at Creativity by Kayla with a K. On Facebook at Michaela Wilson on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook or anything social, I always promote her because she does most of my shirts and most of my things and most of my creative design also. So that's all I have for you, family. I'm loving this space that I'm in, and I'm loving these conversations every Sunday at 6 o'clock. You'll find us on Jaheim President TV. You'll find us on that's YouTube, and you'll find us at Legacy Builders Podcast on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Amazon Music, and that's just us. All right, family. I'm getting out of here. But stay tuned. It goes up from here. It does. All right, family. Love you.